Hey Griddle Nation, I am CJ, your Blackstone bartender. Now we all know that our Blackstones can produce an extensive culinary menu, but in this video, I'm going to show you how to go one step further by creating a custom crafted cocktail on the griddle. Pina Coladas, anyone? Let's do this. If you want a restaurant quality cocktail, you've got to use fresh ingredients. So we're going to take a fresh pineapple that we've cut and peeled into roughly 1.5 inch pieces. Place your pineapple pieces onto a few sheets of paper towel to make sure that we have a dry surface on the fruit. We'll get to why that's important in just a minute. In the meantime, set your griddle to medium-high heat. Using a paper towel, spread a very thin layer of vegetable oil. So here's what you need to remember when using your griddle top for cocktail ingredients. This is not an appetizer. It's not a main course meal. We're using our oils strictly for caramelization purposes only. Once you've got that thin layer on, grab a few more sheets of paper towel and make sure the pineapple chunks are as dry as possible. We want a quick caramelization on the fruit, and if the surface is wet, it will boil its own juices before caramelizing. When the griddle's hot, add your pineapple. After about 60 seconds or so, you'll start to see the searing and caramelization happen. Once it's golden and toasty, it is time to flip. Caramelizing the fruit before we blend it is totally going to change the flavor profile of the pineapple. Now we're getting toasted and caramelized sugars, so the sweetness is going to be a lot deeper in our cocktail. While the pineapples are caramelizing, we're going to throw down some limes for the pina colada as well as for garnish. Now the same rules apply here as well. Add a thin layer of oil and dry the surface of the fruit. Once the pineapple chunks are done, pull them off the griddle and set them aside for the blender. Then we're going to grab our limes once those are done and save them for later as well. Now we're going to wipe our griddle top dry so we can toast our unsweetened coconut shavings. This is a really cool pro tip. Like all things in life, it's the little details that make all the difference in the world. You're going to want to kick your heat to high at this point. Now remember, once you drop your coconut shavings on the griddle top, you're going to immediately need to start tossing those around. We're going for toasted, not burnt. Keep tossing the coconut shavings every few seconds until they have a golden color and crisp up. Once those are done, remove them from the griddle and save them for later. Now we're ready to start on our whipped cream. Now, of course, you could use store-bought if you like, but like all those things that make this cocktail amazing, it's these little elements that's gonna make this a world-class drink. In a bowl, add a bit of heavy whipping cream and 2 to 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Whisk that for 3 to 4 minutes until you can pull the whisk out and see stiff peaks on your cream. And once you've got that, we're ready to assemble your cocktail. In a blender, add some ice, and I like using both white and dark rum for the rich flavor of each, so I'm gonna add 8 ounces of white rum, 2 ounces of dark rum, then I'm gonna add 6 ounces of sweetened cream of coconut. If you've never had this, it's crazy delicious. Then add 2 ounces of unsweetened coconut milk, and finally add your griddled pineapple and lime juice. Blend everything until you've got a smooth and creamy creation. This is really great for parties because you can make them in batches and serve a lot of guests without a lot of additional effort. Pour the mix into a glass, then top it off with the whipped cream. Now I know this already looks awesome, but adding the toasted coconut and the cherry on top sets this off. And that, my friends, is how you become a Blackstone bartender. For this recipe and others, please be sure to visit blackstoneproducts.com. Also, comment down below on what other cocktails you'd like to see us produce in future videos, as well as the stuff that you guys are creating at home. We love to see what you're working on. I'm CJ, your Blackstone bartender. I will see you in the next video.